Chef, what's on the menu?
So, herb salmon with a little bit of asparagus.
Okay, so I would expect there's going to be salmon and asparagus in this recipe.
Yes.
What else?
We're also going to have some sage, some rosemary, and some thyme.
Okay, so let's get cooking. What's first?
So first we're going to, I have both of these pans at medium heat. We're going to add in a little bit of olive oil to both. And while those are warming up, I'm going to get our herb mixture together. So we're going to do a little bit of rosemary, sage, and thyme.
And I would expect that these are herbs that I have in my pantry. It's sort of a staple.
They're a staple. I mean, you want to change them out about every six months to a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good tip. I didn't know that.
Yes, they don't.
Do they go bad?
They get a little dry and stale, so you want to keep them fresh. So you want to take one.
Now you've only put herbs on one side.
I have. It's a little culinary trick. I'm gonna put the herbs on this side while the other side is cooking.
Oh, I see. Is it just for time's sake, or?
Just for time's sake. It keeps my utensils clean. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a mixture here.
It's really sizzling up. How long does it take to cook?
Usually regular salmon steaks will take about 2 to 5 minutes on each side. Mm-hmm. But since we're doing it this way, since I filleted them in half, you're going to be a little bit quicker.
Okay. So those are sizzling up.
Yeah, those are getting ready. So while that's cooking, I'm going to cut the asparagus, and I'm going to cut them into very, very small cylinders. This way it'll be faster cooking. So while this is cooking, I'll have time to cut this and then place it on the pan.
I see. Well, that makes sense. Now, how did you come up with this recipe?
I have a really good friend who's an executive chef at Stanford University, at a fraternity.
Okay, wait a minute. So the fraternities have executive chefs at Stanford University.
Every fraternity and sorority at Stanford has their own executive chef. Yes.
Well, now I know where I should have gone to school.
Yes.
So he's a chef and he cooks for what, 30?
Yeah, 30 students.
I bet they're hungry, 30 guys.
They're always hungry, and he's always looking for new, really quick and easy, healthy recipes for them to cook.
And this was one that you came up with for him.
This is one of the ones that I came up for him, and I'm going to place this while this cooks.
So I'm expecting that they like it.
They love it. They eat it about twice a week, and I love it too myself.
So this is one of your favorite dishes?
This is one of my favorites, yes. Okay. So we're going to add in a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper.
Now I've heard, because you're sort of stirring the asparagus around, but I've heard that you really need to kind of leave your fish alone in a pan. That, fish tends to be a little more fragile and it can kind of fall apart. Is that true?
Most people tend to overcook fish. So salmon, in this case, it will start to have fat particles that will start to come out. That has a really, really nice sear on one side. So what happens is if it overcooks, it starts to fall apart.
Okay, so if it's falling apart, you've cooked it too long.
Yeah, I mean, and if you start seeing little fat particles coming out from the flesh,
that doesn't sound like something I want to see. Is it?
I mean, it's one way of knowing for sure that it's cooked through, because you don't want it to be raw when you pull it out of the pan. Well,
I guess that makes sense. I don't know about fat particles. Now, are we ready to plate this up? Because it smells really good.
We should be good to go. So this is why I cut these very, very small.
Because they did cook very quickly.
They did cook very quickly, yeah. So we're gonna let me plate a little bit of these. And then we're gonna place one over here.
So that's pretty. That looks really green and pink
Now wait until we garnish it.
Oh, okay. So we've got extra special stuff.
We have extra special stuff. So we're gonna pretty much do almost the same exact thing. I mean, garnishing doesn't take that much more.
It's a little extra effort, but the payoff is big. Is that it?
Yes, that is correct. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna place the little salmon steak on the top, and then a little bit.
Now, which one is that? Which herb?
I can use. You could use one of the three. It doesn't really matter. I'm using thyme in this case. So, but it's ready to go, and you could see the difference. I mean, it's.
Oh, it does look pretty on the plate.
Yeah, it does look.
So that's with and without garnish.
Yes.
Which is just beautiful, and this is what our salmon herbed and asparagus dish looks like. For the recipe for this and all our previous shows are posted on our website at www.chefarseni.com. That's www.chefarseni.com. Shall we have some?
Yeah, definitely. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, that's delicious. It was really good. Now, if you have any recipes that you would like us to cook on the air, please send them to suggestions@chefarseni.com. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Pam.
And I'm Arseni, and I am the People's Chef. Eat well and be well.